The Google Ads policy police are aggressively coming after dropshippers. The reason why? Shopify. Since 2020, FBA and dropshipping has quickly become the #1 startup business for new entrepreneurs. You see, both Gen Z and millennials grew up buying from dropshippers, and they don't have the same fear as baby boomers do buying things online from sellers. In fact, Gennials love it. It's only natural as Gennials come of age that the #1 business model they choose to start as an entrepreneur is dropshipping, and that choice exploded Shopify. Today, Shopify makes up over 10% of all US e-commerce and over $500 billion worldwide. This overwhelming growth for Shopify forced Shopify to innovate and get creative and create more turnkey solutions for this brand new group of entrepreneurs who really have no experience starting a business or selling online. Customization of stores became too cumbersome and too complicated to teach at scale to new entrepreneurs because, quite simply, they didn't have the technical expertise to make all these websites and experiences look better than the next. Mirror sites, scrape content, and templates became the norm. And it seems like every Shopify guru out there are teaching new Shopify entrepreneurs to create these skinny businesses that are only theoretical, but they don't really exist. And they encourage you to put what I think is bogus information on a website to make them look like a business. But the reality is there is no business. It's just some person trying to hawk a product for quick profit. And now, armed with what amounts to a fake business, they then use the atomic advertising bomb of mass destruction for quick profits, Google Ads. Put it all together, and this gives Google policy the perfect recipe to suspend you for misrepresentation. And thousands of dropshippers are being tagged with misrepresentation every single month. So what can you do if you're a dropshipper getting slapped for misrepresentation? First, set up a real business. What most solopreneurs don't understand about Google Ads is who it's designed for. Google Ads is only designed for businesses to sell products and services, not people to sell products and services. Why? Because of customer service and customer recourse if something goes wrong. It's harder for people to get scammed if that person purchased from an actual business rather than purchasing from an actual person. Sure, you can still get scammed if you purchase from a business, but the likelihood is far less and the risk is far less. You see, when people buy from businesses and something goes wrong, they have contact information, they have a verifiable location if they want it to show up, there's phone numbers to call and talk to customer support. You can even look up manufacturers for different things and have recourse that way. This is why Google prefers businesses, because it lowers the risk profile of doing commerce on the internet. The #1 barrier to doing business on the internet is trust in safety. And without trust and safety, everybody loses. And what they have found is that when people purchase from businesses rather than people, that the trust and safety goes way up and the risk of getting scammed goes way down. So first, you need to set up an actual operational business that has an operational address, phone number, and email. And you need to disclose it so people can actually find it and verify that it's true. Be discoverable as a business. Remember, Google owns Google Maps and they own Google Search. They know whether or not what you're telling them is true. And set up billing for your business. Second, don't overhype your products for increased sales on your website or overhype in your ads. Be punchy, compelling, and convincing, but don't cross the line describing what your product can do. Stay accurate with your product description and keep up the updates of your inventory if you are using a Google Merchant Center account. A big issue I see with misrepresentation with dropshippers is they change the promotion of their product. They run one discount offer and they try another one with split testing, and they don't update the website or their ads or anything. And so what they do is they have a misrepresentation of pricing. So make sure you keep up with the changes and update those as well. Third, don't use virtual credit cards. Putting a Wise account, a virtual credit card, or PayPal into your Google Ads account as the billing can be disastrous. Be traditional. Checking, savings, physical credit cards, and invoicing. Stick to traditional US billing methods because that is typically the standard used around the world. Lastly, carefully choose the medical, health, or structural and functional claims if you sell a weight loss or health related product. Supplement dropshipping is so common, but what you need to understand is there is an entire division inside of Google Ads solely devoted to making sure those who sell supplement or health related things do it so in a way that does not increase the risk to Google or to the user. You see, it's not necessarily about being lawful. A lot of you guys say, oh, you talked to your attorney and your attorney said this is fine. It's about the riskiness of what you're claiming. So you need to be very careful which claims you're going to assign to your product to attract sales. Health and supplements dropshipping on Google Ads can be tricky. I'm going to encourage you to work with a Google Ads policy expert if you are a supplement dropshipper, because the nuances in this policy are somewhat a little touchy. You know, it's not black and white all the time, but more of a risk meter. If you're currently a victim of the misrepresentation Google Ads suspension and you're a dropshipper, make sure you fix everything in this video first before you appeal. Because if you don't, you're not likely to get very far in your appeal, and the answers you're going to get from policy are going to be very generic, and oftentimes they don't tell you anything about how to fix your problem or exactly what you did wrong. And the reason why is they try to keep bad actors off their platform, so they don't want to give you a clue to how to fix it if you're just going to keep coming on their network and advertising basically very risky things. If you would like my help fixing your misrepresentation problem as a dropshipper, click on the link in the description and set up a discovery call, and let's see what we can do to get that overturned for you.